It's now time for us to look at the newspaper reviews. We just have a couple in the studio. Of course, the Daily Graphic has been present, the Ghanaian Times as well. And now we have joining the Today newspaper, of course, the Daily Guide. Well, Omavi, good morning to you. You look
morning.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, your pamata dema fencing?
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
I just call her Auntie B.
Auntie B.
Of Smart Clothing.
Or Smart Clothing.
It's at Westlands.
Yeah, that's where you used to be, right? Good morning to you, Smart Clothing, Auntie B. We hope that you enjoy your morning and Happy New Year to you. But let's look at the Daily Graphic.
Yes, front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Cop in trouble for attempted robbery. Be wary of oil exploration in Keta Basin. That's gas experts giving this warning. But banner headline, Maslock retrieves 16 million Ghana cedis from debtors. Over 86 million Ghana cedis still owed. So you've got the CEO of Maslock, Stephen Amoa, coming along with his headline on the front page of the paper. But let's start off page 16 and let's look at this cop robber story. And it says a policeman who is alleged to have connived with two men to engage in a robbery at Kolebu in Accra has been nabbed. The policeman has been identified as Emmanuel David Sando. With his service number is here, and then his service number and then national visit. Okay, attached with the National Visibility Unit of the Ghana Police Service at the Accra Regional Police Command. The two accomplices who are yet to be identified escaped arrests, and the police have mounted a manhunt for them. So details of that in the story, but you see a picture of Emmanuel David Sando, the suspect, the policeman who is also a suspect in the story. And then an oil and gas expert, Solomon Kwaukume, has warned against the intended exploration of oil in the Keta Basin in the Volta region, saying such a venture will be detrimental to the environment and the inhabitants of the catchment area. Details of that all in page 16 in the Daily Graphic newspaper. Don't relocate Eastern University. Krobo's appeal to presidents. But let's go back to page 3 on this Maslock story. And it says recalcitrant debtors of the Microfinance and Small Loans Center have started redeeming their debt obligations to the center following threats by the center to publish their names in the national newspapers. So far, Maslock has recovered 16 million Ghana cedis out of 100 million Ghana cedis owed it. And out of the amount, 10 million Ghana cedis was paid by defaulters, while 6 million Ghana cedis was realized from the assets of the center, which were in the hands of defaulters. The rest of the story on page 3 in the Daily Graphic newspaper. Let's check out what's in the center spread of the paper. Focus on policies, programs, not criticisms. Reverend Father Campbell tells President Akufo-Addo. And also halts Goldfield retrenchment exercise. Story says the Ghana Mine Workers Union has called on the government to halt what it describes as the ruthless decision of the Ghana Goldfields Limited to retrench more than 250 workers. The union said the basis for the retrenchment cited by the mining company was unfounded and the action would affect the national economy. And then quickly, let's do the back page of the graphic. Let's work together to resolve our differences peacefully. Dagmon Regents, the Regents of Dagmon, has called on Ghanaians, including citizens of Dagmon, to continue working together to resolve their differences through peaceful means. So that's in a New Year's message, and the rest of it is on the back page of the paper. AMA asked traders to vacate unauthorized spaces, and MF Aduradosi did a detailed report for us.
Why do they always do that? One is after Christmas. And then one is only after elections.
I think it's fair that during Christmas you allow that because the city is choked already.
Right.
So yeah.
And you don't want them
make some sales afterwards.
Just
go back
scrambling to be selling it anywhere.
Yeah.
But there are some ongoing developments that I believe the city authorities need to check. For example, Tatakwashi has been turned into a market.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen only when it's Christmas. It's almost become an everyday thing.
True.
And we tend to allow some of these quarters or even hawkers to be plying their trade anywhere. And I
Exactly.
believe that sometimes we have to make sure that the regulations work in the city.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I say good luck to the
New mayor.
the
Well,
mayor.
he's not more new,
Is he
right?
still new? No,
No,
he's not
no.
new. Yeah, he's been there for a year.
Mohammed Niabloso.
Good luck to him because we've seen this before. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I can certainly assure you that we will still have traders
On the
on the
streets.
pavements. Yeah.
That's a sad one.
I don't know. You know the electricity company. Those who are very familiar with Accra Central. Yeah, the electricity company opposite it.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's a
The East
proper market
office, yes.
in there, but that pavement has always been a marketplace, like ever since.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know, like
When you're heading towards the law school.
yes,
Yeah, that point.
when you're going to the Rolling Circle.
Yes.
So I wonder, even opposite the Rolling Circle, the pavement is a marketplace.
Actually, all those stores we're supposed to have where the boundaries are
Yeah.
being the markets.
So
we have this.
Are we letting go of all these people there? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I think that over time the norm has been that they can sell within those areas. But for example, when you go to Tudu, you're not supposed to sell on the pavement, but even way before Christmas.
No, but if you're asking people not to sell on the pavement, I expect those who are directly
So
opposite
you're
the
saying
Rollins Park.
it has to be thorough.
Yeah, those who are also directly opposite the law school, because you know there's actually like a mall.
Yes.
And so
people have bought spaces to sell.
exactly. So
And rather people buy wares instead of going to the shops.
because it's easier.
It happens only in
The
Ghana.
human traffic is heavy.
It happens
So
only in Ghana.
if the mayor is going to do this work, it must be thorough. Otherwise, work done is zero. But good luck to you, sir.
Well, let's do the Daily Guide. So we have on the front page of the Daily Guide, bombshell, NDC $1 billion cash printing cover blown. Well, I always hear things like this. But Charlie, 2-3 years down the line, you'll go off. Don't worry. We hear them all the time. And it says that in its desperate bid to hang on to power, the National Democratic Congress purportedly, you see the words they're using, purportedly devised various means aimed at winning the 2016 general elections. It has emerged that in the heat of the campaign towards the general election, the then NDC government led by President John Dramani Mahama almost succeeded in printing a whopping 1 billion Ghana cedis into the system to finance the NDC campaign.
Almost succeeded in printing.
Almost.
But they didn't print. So why is it a story?
They said the deal involving the printing of 50 Ghana cedi notes to the tune of 1 billion Ghana cedi, however, failed to go through the 11th hour because the official printer of Ghana's currency in Europe, Crane, allegedly refused to get involved, citing criminality. The surreptitious deal involved flooding the market with the extra cash, passing it through.
Roland, I beg.
I would have increased inflation.
Do us a big favor, read another headline.
Anyway. So
unless there's somebody who's been held accountable, like if there's like some wrongdoing and somebody is being held. Otherwise, it is no story, honestly.
When you do that, it'll be
You're predicting
inflation.
Something that doesn't exist.
Even economically, you increase prices because then you have a lot more money into the
You're
system.
commenting on something that doesn't exist. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have, you are on the right path. Father Campbell tells Nana, and we know that the chairman of the Lepers Aid Committee, but also who is the parish priest for Christ the King here in Accra, Reverend Father Andrew Campbell, was interacting with the president. Also presenting the president with a plug or something of the sort. We also have Ghana Water shuts down Teship plant, and we know that it's a desalination plant. It means that it's supposed to convert salt water, saline water.
But we also know that it's ridiculously expensive.
We're told that they spend about 8 million a day. Something.
Let's say we covered our eyes when we were getting into the deal.
No, but other countries, that's what they do.
I thought we've been preaching homegrown policies.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're copying, you have to copy according to the depth of your pockets.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get your point. So we should have been economical.
No.
All right, so let's go to News One. It's the center spread of the Daily Guide. It's a pullout. So you have Potters chase Yvonne Okoro and Lucky Lawson for Christmas gifts.
Oh.
And then Ifya surprises Becca at Rapaholic. Let's support our musicians. Nana tells Ghanaians, and Boris Kujo and family spotted at Makola. Boris Kujo.
They're cool like that, you know.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Another guy's hot. Guy's hot. Guy's hot.
So those are the stories.
Yep.
Okay. So no.
Let me do the Times.
Yeah, do the Times,
Okay.
and then I'll prepare for the Today newspaper.
Front
Relaunch
page
Today newspaper.
of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. This story in the graphic also appearing here. Cop grabbed for carjacking. Scrap Ministry of Special Development Initiatives. That's a call by the CDG. Special TV license court sparked public outrage. It's been one of our biggest stories in Ghana. This TV license. I think it is not what is probably annoying Ghanaians is the courts, because as for the TV license conversation, it's come up 2016. It came up really strongly, and I thought the then director Don Chibi did a fantastic job with this whole advocacy for people to voluntarily pay their TV license, and I think it picked up just a little bit.
You did.
It's just the content of GTV that kind of put everybody off. Exactly.
Yeah. I think it's
but the
also
moment
because
the courts came into the picture, I was like, really, seriously? We are considering it, and then you set up.
But it's also
really?
because many of you watch too much cable TV. That's why.
Listen, I tell you, if you typically want to watch GTV, you will be bored to death. You need options and variety to survive.
Fantastic.
I am being brutally honest.
I know. It took 2017 to 2018.
I heard it's not a joke. This is real.
It's serious.
Somebody called into GTV yesterday to tell them that I mean GTV. What's the TV license? And they said,
Also
okay,
traded.
if you don't watch, how did you know we're doing this program so you could call us?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, but you know GBC, you are our mother. We love you.
Yeah.
I've worked at GBC before, by the way.
Yeah, and they trained me too.
And
they trained me too.
Yeah, fantastic
training
and
school,
all.
everything. Yeah. So.
It's just that you should transform, you know. Yeah, like you know, yeah.
Kalama, you're looking good though.
Oh, thank
the
you.
color, the challenge. Yeah, Beatrice of what's your friends then? Dear fashion, smart
clothing.
Oh yeah, sharp. Where is the original? Charlie, can we do more?
Let's do the newspapers. No, we're not doing more. Let's do the real deal. The reason we are here. 41 perish during Christmas in 236 road accident across the country. This is the banner, the headline front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Land claimer loses case. The Court of Appeal has dismissed a suit by Stephen Manley, who is claiming portions of land belonging to the East Dadekotopong Development Trust. Also, Zambia Foreign Minister resigns over greed. This is an unbelievable, one of those unbelievable stories. But let's go to page 4. Let's start off from page 4. On this story about Scrap Ministry of Special Development Initiatives. Story says, Pressure Group Coalition for Democratic Governance is demanding the Ministry of Special Development Initiatives be scrapped with immediate effect. Failure to do this, the group threatened, would warrant a mammoth demonstration to exert pressure on the government to heed to their demand. This is one of those stories that, again, I'll say good luck to you. The president doesn't want to do it. It doesn't really matter what you do. It won't happen. But let's go to page 15. This story about those who sadly lost their lives when, you know, we were celebrating Christmas. It says a total of 41 people were killed in 236 road accidents across the country during the Christmas festivities. The deaths were recorded between December 24 and 30. The accidents were attributed to excessive speeding, driving under the influence of alcohol, wrongful overtaking, and pedestrian indiscipline. Similarly, 39 people also died in 257 in road accidents within the same period the previous year. Okay. All right, so you can check out how the analysis has been done in terms of comparing previous statistics with what is current. DSP Alexander Obeng, the man giving all those details in the paper. 25 Peace Corps volunteers begin service in Ghana. A total of 25 United States Peace Corps volunteers who would be taking up assignments in agriculture sector in rural communities in the country have been officially sworn in by the United States Ambassador to Ghana, Mr. Robert Jackson, at a short ceremony in Accra. Also, NCCE undertakes tax education in Paga. I thought the GRA was doing a lot of education. NCC, if you've got some little money, channel it somewhere else and let the GRA at least do this. And I'm just thinking, because the GRA is doing massive education.
Well, massive education. For what they want to do now, encouraging people to pay taxes.
Exactly.
It's because they wanted to set it up, but the Constitution mandates the NCC to do what it
is. But I just feel that there are so many other things that if they have some little money, they can, so that somebody's doing this, somebody's doing that. Then
so that it doesn't become a duplication.
Exactly. I'm just thinking. Back page of the Times, 32,156 bags of maize harvested under PFJ in BA. And the PFJ is the Planting for Food and Jobs. But we want to look at this, the bags of maize harvested. Where did it end up? Were we able to secure all these bags? You know, like what was it used for if we sold? Yeah, but there are some details there. You probably can get all these answers in the story. Otherwise, the fact that we've harvested doesn't mean that it ended well. You know what
definitely.
I mean? Yeah.
Definitely.
Team Dogbo appeals to government, corporate sector for help. What exactly is he asking for? There's a big
the problem with the gentleman is that he wants to come and play box in Ghana, and it's expensive. It means that you have to.
Dogbo is not based here.
No.
Oh,
it's not based here.
Okay. So the champ of WBO International Super Bantamweight champion Isaac Dogbo has issued a plea to government and corporate sector to intervene in a huge financial quandary with 2 days left to the WBO interim championship with Mexican challenger. And the bout is on Saturday. So he's asking for financial support.
Yeah, I think we should be able to help him because...
I'm wondering why we haven't done this.
We like to support beauty pageants. You know.
Yeah. You see what I told you about the beauty pageants.
I know.
And then you said I was being too
and
harsh.
the things that were coming up proud to them.
See, I told you.
I told you.
And then Miss Commonwealth, Roland, whilst you are away, she was supposed to be on the show. And then she didn't show up.
That's right.
She didn't show up. I even thought,
Miss Commonwealth, they do that one too.
Miss Commonwealth, yes. So there's a Miss Commonwealth. Let me tell you, because, you know, I used my mouth to announce on the show that Miss Commonwealth was going to be on the show. So after the show, I asked our producer, Echo, why didn't Miss Commonwealth show up? And then Echo said to me that, us a new wig, you know, why a BBT? New wiggle, Roland. Kai.
Do you know the audio?
Really?
Do you know the audio of Reverend Lutrot going around about the wig?
No.
You know? Oh, you haven't watched it. It's funny.
So Miss Commonwealth missed our show when we actually dedicated, gave her
valuable time
because either the wig,
when your problems
exactly, either the wig became suddenly bigger than her head, or it suddenly
I think it was wet. I think it was wet.
It didn't fit. It was wet.
Oh,
so you know, I thought that, listen, if you say you are the face of something, we should be able to see your raw face sometimes. Like you should have that striking beauty. You shouldn't even worry about your wig. Can you imagine like a Miss something appearing on the show with mild makeup and normal hair? Like everybody will go like, oh gosh.
They know of a
yeah. You know those days, the Miss Ghanas, they were strikingly pretty.
Yes, but with this,
like you see the person and nobody will tell you that this is a Miss something. But these days,
natural beauty.
Even with no wig, they can't go for interviews. I am done, Roland.
Or your problem.
Yeah.
Let's look at the relaunch today newspaper. It says Yundum to receive special award at the 43rd Swag Awards. Ghana Health Service allays fears of meningitis outbreak. Oh, how? There's the outbreak. So why are they allaying fears? You mean of more cases?
No, they've got.
There's the outbreak, so don't allay fears. Say they shouldn't worry there'll be more cases.
Are you speaking for the minister?
Or
for the Ghana, the Director of the Ghana Health Service?
That is already here, and
but
the current weather we're experiencing. you have all these difficulties. You can't breathe.
Maybe if you if you read the details of the story, because Ohimin Terrier.
Because of this, I won't read it.
Wait.
Because
you said it, let me say it.
Yeah, say that one.
I think you're not being fair to the headline. Ohimin Terrier sat down with the Director General, and then he outlined some of the things that they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're not saying, it hasn't happened or it's not happening. They know about the possibility. There was even a question as to the prisons, and they've apparently sent alerts to some of these places where they know that it's obvious because of the weather we could have the outbreak of meningitis, particularly the prisons. So yes, they say they're watching, their eyes are at place. At least he's talked about it, and so I believe it. Yeah. Be fair to the headline.
I can imagine. Being fair to the headline. Another headline I'm being fair to this morning is Galamsey has changed location, front page of the Today newspaper. Move operations to the Upper West region. We had been reporting this even before the Galamsey Operation Vanguard even started.
Yeah.
Albert Sorry had been reporting a lot about what had been happening in the Upper East region. Isn't the Tangier mine, and now Rafiq Salam had also been reporting excessively on the subject of Galamsey in the Upper West region. So, Chaligana baby, I go to a hole. What? So those are the stories we have. But how Ghana Water Company overpaid company supplying chemicals. That story also will be coming up in subsequent editions of the relaunched Today newspaper. But let's look at a lot more news as we go online and try to look at some other stories on myjoyonline.com, and we'll be on your screen shortly. So we'll take a look at what stories there are. Come on, Mavi. The story. Okay.
We'll get there. MyJoyonline.com. A Ghanaian family with 2 sets of identical twins take university by storm. Yeah. Okay, wait.
Hey.
This one looks like this one. And this one looks like this.
But they're all different. They are two.
They look alike.
Yes.
Two of them look alike. 2 of them look alike.
Yeah.
So.
But these are different. Wow.
Oh gosh. So it's a family with 2 sets of identical twins. Credits perseverance, a strong faith in God, and an embarrassment of riches. What's that? I'm not sure.
An embarrassment of riches means that they have too much wealth. That's what it means. Can we click the story and read?
Yeah.
Just in case we don't.
We beg you.
We don't misinterpret and misquote people.
This is one of those stories.
Okay, so let's go on to the next one as we prepare to launch that page or the story. Okay. Okay. So we have a video of a multimedia board chair, host Nana Kusia Kunedu. And it says this was a reversal of roles when board chairman of the multimedia group, Kukwa Watri.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's beautiful. Good morning to you.
Okay.
Nana Kusia Kunedu.
So the hard truth was aired yesterday, Wednesday, but there's a repeat of that this morning.
Yeah.
So if you missed it, we'll see as the exchange rolls.
Stay tuned on the channel. You get to it.
But that's our board chairman. Like, he should be hosting the AM show one of the days.
Yeah, I think we should call him.
We'll watch if he did such a fantastic job.
I think he will.
We can fire you so that he will be the.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it.
Kwame Nkrumah's children.
So a University of Cincinnati family with 2 sets of identical twins credits perseverance, a strong faith in God, and an embarrassment of riches in UC education as the secret to their success.
Okay.
So when the Mante brothers left their hometown in West Africa, are they talking about Ghana and then they say West Africa?
Yeah. West Africa. West
Africa
is a region.
Continue the education in the US.
You don't know that West Africa is sub-region.
Only one family face on campus, their own mirror image. Since then, identical twins Alfred and Godfred Mante are not only recognized for their shockingly similar looks, but especially for their parallel academic achievements at UCC. Fred, I better go up. Let's look at the guys again then,
No. So you have to read the story again. So go up. Go up. I think when you read the other one, then this one to make it. Starting this fall, they also share the constant barrage of double takes on campus with their younger brothers, Alvin and Kelvin, also identical twins, arriving in the US only 3 years ago from West Africa's Republic of Ghana.
They should say Ghana.
No, I'm going to say Ghana. I want to say Africa. Oh, Africa. Africa is way down
West
there.
West Africa is not a country.
It doesn't matter. So let's go.
But this is nice.
And so
I think there's some more pictures.
Okay, so they want to be medical students, pharmacists, engineers.
5 of the 6 Mantes now call UC home, and getting here was no easy feat. So it's just their story being told. Kevin and Alvin Mante prepare for their final chemistry exam.
I won't go school work.
Oh, this is nice. As in what, in Ghana?
I'll say that.
Okay, so listen, this is
Ashama number 4.
This is one of those schools.
Maybe they went to Ashama number 4. My alma mater.
Take your time and read. Hopefully it inspires you. It's been nice to see on a few occasions that a set of twins are both chosen to study here at UC, but I have never heard of 2 sets of twins at UC all sharing the same parents. Okay, so that's the director of academics. But these are the younger brothers, Kelvin and Alvin Mante, as babies in their hometown in Ghana.
That's right.
Yeah. Double trouble. But this is so typical. Oh, this is nice. This is nice.
Hey. Look how they are nice. So they're flourishing.
Okay, all right. We leave the rest to you. To go and read. No, they went to high school, not here. So probably we're just born here.
High school That is the difference.
Roland, if we don't I'll take you to the higher on bedroom this
No,
morning.
I thought that they went to, let's say.
This is the entire family. Isn't it what?
The one you see
boys?
Where I usually go and park, you see there's a government school. When I go to the law school, you see there's a government school there. You don't know. There's a government school there. Is it Independence Day?
Where are you talking about?
Where you were talking about ECG office. When you go for, there's a government after EPP. There's a government school there.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a government school.
I know there's a church. We're talking about the Central District, business districts. Yeah, that's the center of Accra.
That's
nice. This is so confusing.
Wow. Kwame Nkrumah.
But I like their smiles. This is a beautiful family. Okay, enough of this. I beg. Let's go back. Let's finish up.
All right, so let's finish up.
Well, they wear everything the same.
Yeah, but they are twins.
2.25 billion bond issue. Schrash report can be quashed in court, according to a former controversy. Emil Schultz.
Professor Emil Schultz.
GBC justifies TV license, says there's evidence Ghanaian interests are served.
It's true. There's evidence, Mama.
Minority threatens to sue DVLA over illegal first aid kits charge. Listen, when I saw this first aid kits, I was wondering. I went to Melcom.
Wait, you mean DVLA is charging them to provide them?
Yes. Okay. They have their name on the kits.
DVLA Ghana.
But I went to Melcom. This same thing was like 12 CDs or something.
And then they were selling it for?
Is it 180 Ghana CDs?
Serious?
Or something like that?
Oh no, how?
Let them tell you in your ears.
Mama V.
Yeah.
Let's look at the story. We don't want no controversy.
Okay, you.
If it's 100, if it's over 100 and something.
Maybe it's the name, it's the prints, like the DVLA that.
Are you sure it's 15 Ghana?
I saw the thing like I think it was 12 Ghana CDs or so. At Melcom, me.
How?
The Kissiman branch.
Maybe it's not a big Melcom branch. That's why.
Massa, it's big. You want the cost of it?
Go up.
Please, let's go up.
Cost 108. Hey, 108 Ghana. Here. Hey, this is serious.
So the bill, the kit is 84.45. Vehicle folder is 13.85. Driver's guide is 9.50.
Okay. So everything is.
So it's 84.45. But what I saw was way below 84. Honestly.
Maybe it's not proper. So maybe this one is correct.
When I close from work, I will go back to the Melcom shop, and I'm actually going to buy it with the receipts. So tomorrow on the show, I'm going to show the kids.
No, but is it the same thing like what they give you?
Oh, Massa, you will see the bag.
Maybe they all buy from the same importer.
I said maybe
they all buy from the same manufacturer.
Maybe it's
in China or
the print. It's the print. But if I went to Newtown and I asked them to print Mama V on the thing, they'll take 12 CDs. So that'll be what, 24? Okay. We'll do you there. Let's move on tomorrow.
Calculators. Hey, journalists.
Jailing people over TV license is needless, according to AFA. Oh! Alliance for Accountable Governance has questioned the rationale behind the payments of TV license to State Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. So those who thought AFAG was asleep, dead, if you like, they are alive. Bring the sick, deaf, and dumb. Ajenasari launches Festival of Miracles. He launched the Festival of Miracles as calmly as a man who knows God has got his back. For 35 years of healing crusades, has been Bishop Ajenasari's comfort zone. So if you're looking for a miracle, I think this is the first Osofo who said that God is still in the miracle business. There was a promo of his that said, yeah. So if you're looking for a miracle, TV. You know where to go? Yeah. I beg. Let's move on.
God is
Water
still in the
company
miracle
shuts
business.
down Teshi desalination plant. So that story also here on myjournline.com. And quickly we'll just run through. I'm bringing the kits. Rola, you have to remind me. I'm bringing the kits from Melcom. I'm going to buy it. And then I'll bring it with the receipt.
Please go and bring it. We'll pay you.
And as for the print, if I go to Newtown, I know it's 12 cedis. They will print my name. Mama V. They will do that. Mama V. Whatever. Yeah. Ekufuado's age may affect second-term bid, destabilize MPP in 2020, is according to a study by London-based Economist Intelligence Units. They say Ekufuado's age in 2020 may pose a challenge to his second-term chances.
This reminds me of one of the prophecies. We know that the man is old, so he may decide contest or not to contest. Well, this was a prediction.
It's been predicted that people will die, but don't people die every day?
It's a police service. Police service, people will die. There are 33,000 personnel, Ghana Police Service. Predict I didn't know when I say journalists would die, but almost a journalist would die. Well, many. Now, see, I know from Accra to Paga. Well, many journalists.
I don't know. I think those who give the prophecies, now it should be given us names.
And then they said what? There's another one. The man said first ladies would die. Former president.
Wait.
Mama Teresa.
Hang on.
Please have a good
hang on. Did he say
Professor Mill's wife?
But no, wait. Did he say that like a first lady will die or the first lady will die? Like I don't.
He said no, not the first. Hey, so
a first lady will die.
First lady.
That was the prophecy.
I was reading that thing on the net. I said, oh, wallah.
Maybe he didn't say it. Maybe it's just the internet that's misreporting. But I said to you this morning, you can even be 30 and die. Yeah. So.
Sure.
Those death prophecies, they've done nothing unless they
last year the prophecies. The other year, the prophecies that he made, did they all come to pass?
I don't know.
Because last year the election, it was either John Mahama won or Nana Akufo-Addo. So if you choose one and fails, that's all. No, we go to African Cup of Nations all the time. Is when we go to final, it's either Ghana wins or Ghana loses, and almost all the time we lose. So when you predict, you have seen.
Listen, I think some of the prophets should be joining the betting companies. They say people are betting. Ordinary Ghanaians are betting and they are winning.
33,000 personnel, 33,000 whole Ghana police. If they don't die because of dangers in the line of duty, somebody will get sick. Somebody may be old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as for the prophecies, they can make the prophecies, but it's for us as individuals, as citizens.
And when a particular prophecy doesn't occur, they said that because they prayed against.
But it's ordinary people, all of us. We have to begin to think above some of the things that some of these pastors say. We're not condemning all of them, by the way. But we're just saying that sometimes, like, you find somebody who should know, but they are so involved in some prophecy and some.
No, we have stickers. And I remember the Catholic Church when they were using the rosaries and those things. We said they were idols and those things. Now they have Archbishop, Kuku Bishop, Mumu Bishop, Papa, Dudu Bishop.
Yeah. That's where we are now. Let's begin to think about some of these things. Listen, we've got brains. Let's use it. Sometimes somebody that you're thinking should know, but Charlie, because there's some Godfather prophets B who has given some 1 or 2 B a Fabi Salom. So, she are not sin. If your own mother wants to kill you, if somebody gave me a prophecy says my mother wants to kill me, I'll say let her go ahead. If she didn't do it when I was in her womb or did it when I was a little baby, and she wants to do it now that I'm old, let her go ahead. I mean, it's sad. Story was told to us, Roland, that a daughter didn't even want to go to her mother's funeral because some prophet B had said the mother was doing her. How? Anyway, Our time is up, but let's do City FM online and
City.
then we'll go.
Teshi, the plans, as we know, AFA kicks against.
Oh, but we know that they also did a lot of work on this.
Sam George locks up NDC executives.
Yeah.
GPRTU hints of increment in transport fares, and we are not prosecuting immediately over TV land. Hey, Papa, you have been.
But listen,
you have
he
been
said
denounced
something to he said something to City FM that, and they reported that he said the license was because of content. I think first of all he shouldn't even be talking, because 2 years ago there was a lot of talk, and we're made to understand that it was not because of content. It was just because of the fact that you have a TV set. The TV probably may not be working. It doesn't matter. Once you have that TV, if it's a hunch, yes, it's true.
Those who are repairers,
it's true. Yeah, but
Oh.
repairers are also paying. Where have you been? Everybody is paying. It really doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Once you have the TV set. So for him to come back and say that we're paying for content, he's backfire. I think he should shut up. Just keep quiet. Let us deal with that.
Moses Acrobat or the Daily Graphic,
Yeah.
Western Region.
Yeah.
Manager, good morning. He says that, Roland, what is your problem? If you were pastor, our problems would have been solved. Be careful, Moses. Good morning to you.
Moses got an award. We want to say congratulations to him. He's
DJ
a great
award.
journalist.
He's been winning the oil and gas since we started the industry.
Since we dispatched him to the oil city.
He's been winning every year.
So Moses, good morning
Moses,
to you.
good morning.
We hope that there will be many, many more awards to come in this year, 2018. That's it. This is where we have to leave the review segment. If you leave the two of us, we'll talk and it will be nice. But we have to bring
we brought 2017 to 2018. We'll be right back.